your story.
All right. So, LeBron and I, we have been married since we were 19 years old. We are now
25 long years.
25 years in. And our story is it's ugly. That's the only thing I know to tell you. It's had some ugly, and God has brought us through a lot of bad stuff. But He has shown us some beauty. I would like to just say beauty in our ashes, because that's where our life has been many times throughout the 25 years. And so one thing, like LeBron and I have always struggled financially, and LeBron is also a firefighter, like Danielle's husband, and she's already kind of told y'all about civil service people. They tend to need a second job while they're out there fighting to keep people safe. They can't seem to be paid what they deserve to be paid. And so for a long time, LeBron was the breadwinner of our home, and he was killing himself doing construction, and the man can do anything. He's like a jack of all trades. And so I was able to stay at home with Caleb, our oldest, who is 22 now. I was able to stay at home with him for a while, and then I decided, this is just not fair. I'm going back to school. I went back to school. I became a dental hygienist. I graduated from dental hygiene school in 2006, and we still struggled financially. It was like the struggle was always seemingly rooted to finances. And so back last year, I will say that our story got to be probably the ugliest it's ever been. And we have been through a whole lot of ugly. And LeBron is a recovered alcoholic, but last year his alcoholism had gotten so bad that I had to tell him he had to leave home. And during that time, I didn't know how we were going to make ends meet. And we struggled, he struggled, I struggled. And during that time, he also got really sick. And it was about a 5-month period, I guess. And I finally just told him, I said, you know what? God's telling me just to bring you back home. And we'll figure it out, because he wasn't able to work that second job anymore. And he was just very sick. He has hemochromatosis, and that's a blood disease where too much iron is in the bloodstream. Liver can't filter it out, and the toxins just start building up in your body. Just to kind of give you just a very short version of that. But needless to say, the doctors could not figure out what to do for him. I literally thought that he was going to die. I'd actually told our oldest son to prepare for it, because and to prepare to help me financially, because I didn't know how we were going to make it. And so anyway, I started scrolling through Facebook, and I was like, God, you know what we stand in need of. You knew this was going to happen before we did. You're an all-knowing God, and you love us, and I'm begging you to take care of us. And I've been starting to have some health issues as well with my gut, and I came across a post by a fellow It Works worker, Danielle Williams, and she lives right here in our hometown in Georgia. And I just told her, I was like, I need to know what you're doing. And she said, well, let's talk some more. And our girls were playing volleyball together at the time, and I said, hey, she said, what about joining the business? I mean, you need the gut health improvement, so why don't you join the business too? And I'm like, we've been looking for something for us to do to make extra income. And I got on the phone with her and Courtney, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna pray over it. 2 days later, I called them. I said, we're gonna do it. You know, if nothing else, we're getting products for our $99. And those products have changed my life. I don't hurt in my gut anymore. I'm regulated. I've lost weight. But also, LeBron, he kind of took this business over because he was here. He was at home during this time because he wasn't able to work. And he has gone crazy with this business. So anybody that knows anything about an addict knows that they need something. And LeBron has been, I don't know how many days clean now.
I'll just give you my perspective on it. I told him one night in a Zoom, you're gonna hear a lot of people ask you what your why was. What's your why? Why did you want this business? Courtney mentioned, okay, what would 150 extra bucks a month do, or 150 extra bucks a week do? And it wasn't a why for me; it was a purpose. And I needed a purpose. And you can give me all the excuses in the world to not do this business. But I'm gonna give you 208 reasons why to do this business. Today is 208 days that I haven't had a drop of alcohol in my body. It's been 80 days since we joined this business.
80 days.
I've always struggled. I thought, man, I got to do this. I got to make this amount of money, or she's not going to be happy. I just felt like I was a failure as a dad, as a husband. If I didn't bring home a certain amount every week, and I would beat myself up, beat myself. Well, God, like she said, God threw this in our lap. 80 days ago, we just received our 8th week check. This is a bonus check, 8 weekly bonus checks, and we talked to Courtney, and she said we could do this, and so I'm going to $3,200 total. That's $457 a week. Okay, so if you need a why, there's a why. But make it more than that. Make it a purpose. Make it a passion. Because our passion is not only to benefit ourselves, but to help other people. And that's what this company is about. This company is about helping others, helping yourself, and reaching so many. I've been in it 80 days, and hey, you won't be able to kick me out. They're not. You're not gonna get fired. But even if you could, I wouldn't allow them to fire me. I wouldn't allow it. This has been a life-changing experience for me and my family.
And it's not just about the money, guys. It's just really not. It's about so much more than the money. Yes, the extra money has been great. We've been able to. We took our daughter to see. It's like a Broadway play at the Fox in Atlanta. We were able to take her to a very nice meal beforehand. Those things were great. Those are things that we wouldn't have been able to do. We're about to go spend a full weekend at Dollywood in 2 weeks. Those are things we wouldn't have been able to do. But besides that, it's been so amazing to have people contact us and say, oh my gosh, thank you. I feel so much better now. I can think better. I have been regulated, or my blood pressure is better, or hey, my diabetes is better controlled. There's just so many whys to do this. Yes, it is beneficial to yourself. If you're taking the products, you're going to be benefiting your health and your wellness. I highly suggest taking the products because